Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram
Yashumati Mataji. Yashumati Mataji was there till now. I don't know why she left the call. Yashumati Mataji, are you there? Okay, let's continue for 1 minute for chanting and see if she joins. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram
Hare Krishna Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhyev cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you everyone for joining today's Caitanya Bhgavata class and chanting so beautifully. May I know who all joined this morning?
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandvat Pranam, all glory to Srila Prabhupada. This is Neetu from Baltimore.
Hare Krishna Neetu Mataji, Dandvat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much Mataji for joining every day and giving your association. Welcome to the call. Mataji, you are introducing, but then you are muted. Can you unmute?
Okay. Yeah, this is Devhuti here. I'm joining from India.
Hare Krishna,
thank you, Mataji.
Very
Hare
nice
Krishna.
to have you on the call.
I'm so obliged for this gesture of yours, Mataji. Doing a fabulous job. Dandavat pranam to you,
Thank you,
Mataji.
Mataji. I've seen yesterday you on the call and today you're back with us. Thank you so much for being the part of our group. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you so much. I'm so obliged. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, may I know who else is there on the call?
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam to you and all the assembled devotees. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, Shri Guru and Gauranga. This is Raj from Canada, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Raj Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much for joining and giving your association. Welcome to the call.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranams. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, Guru Maharajas and all the assembled Vaishnavas. This is Kirtida Sundarivasi.
Hare Krishna Kirtida Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much Mataji for coming on the call. Your voice looked like little dull. Hope you get well, Mataji. Hari Bol.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Vinita Kantari Mataji, Dandavat Pranam to you and all Vaishnavas. Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev ki jai.
Hare Krishna, Vrinda Gopika Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining and giving your association. Welcome to the call. Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Guru Maharaj ki Jai. This is Shyama Gauri Mataji from Charlotte. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Shyama Gauri Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Very nice to see you, Mataji. Waiting to hear from you. Yeah, we'll take one more minute. Is there anybody who would like to introduce themselves? Hare Krishna, Preeti Vilasni Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for always being there. Hari Bol, even though you're busy. Hari Bol. Okay.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Revati Mataji, please introduce.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dhanvat Pranams, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Revati from Atlanta, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Revati Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Very nice to hear your sweet voice and beautiful chanting, Mataji. Very
Thank
nice.
you. Hare Krishna.
Very good. We'll start the recording here. Hare Krishna, welcome. Hare Krishna, welcome to Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call. Today we are very fortunate to have our dear Shyama Gauri Mataji to enlighten us on the topic of Caitanya Bhgavata. Before that, I would like to read Srila Prabhupada quote for today. October 6th. Home, sweet home. Yes, very sweet. The whole day and night work. This is Moha. He is working hard day and night. There is not a single moment leisure. And still he says sweet home. This is illusion. Mayapur, October 6, 1974. Hare Krishna, Shyama Gauri Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining and giving your valuable time and association, and all glories to your services for early morning. Without you, early morning call is very difficult. Thank you for bringing all these speakers, and I'm waiting when you will speak. Today you are speaking. I'm very, very happy to hear from you. Whole Bhakti Sangha is waiting for your class, Mataji. Please go ahead. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Guru Maharaj ki Jai. Preeti Dasi from Charlotte. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Preeti Mataji. Welcome. Very good.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Preeti Mataji. Hare Krishna, Vinita Gandharvika Mataji, and Hare Krishna, all the devotees. Please accept my humble obeisances. All goes to Srila Prabhupada. All goes to Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to speak on such a difficult subject matter of Caitanya Bhagavata. And I know I am not qualified to speak on this conference because each and every one is so qualified, and even what to speak about the speakers, the listeners also more qualified than me. So please forgive me if I make any mistake, and please correct me. And I am not scholar or something, but I am just listening. But this time I thought, let me do something, and by mercy of Vilasini Mataji and Chinmayi Varjapiya Mataji, they were saying, Mataji, you have to give class, so that's why I'm giving class. So please give me your blessings. Thank you very much. Let's start with Mangalacharam. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Gurum Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavam Cha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhavitamscha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhu Bevacha पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिन् इति नामिने। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिन् इति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंदा। So we are reading from Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat. Let me share the screen. Caitanya Bhgavata Adi Khanda, chapter 12 and text 233. So before verses we saw like Lord Chaitanya was roaming around the Navadvip and doing all the naughty things, like Krishna was going roaming in Mathura with all the Gopa boys, and he was like the leader of all the boys. Wherever Krishna goes, all the boys were going behind him. Same way in Navadvip, Lord Chaitanya was going everywhere wherever he was to go, and he was doing all the naughty things. That's what is mentioned here. So let's read from text 233. यद्यपि एतेक प्रभु आपना प्रकाशे तथापि हचिनी तेना पारे को न दासे. Although the Lord manifested his opulences in various ways, his servants were still unable to recognize him. So it's stated in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, text 7.25. नाहं प्रकाश सर्वस्य योगमाया समावृता मूढोऽयं नाभिजानाति लोको माम् अजम् अव्ययम्. I am never manifest to the foolish and unintelligent. For them I am covered by my internal potency, and therefore they do not know that I am unknown and unfallible. So what to speak of the foolish people? Even the devotees of the Lord, they get covered by the Yogamaya potency. So in Sri Ishopanishad text 15, we learn like Hiranmayena Patrena Satyasya Pihitam Mukham Tat Tvam Pashyana Brahmano Satya Dharmaya Drishaye. O my Lord, sustainer of all that lives, your real face is covered by your resulting effulgence. Kindly remove that covering and exhibit yourself to your pure devotees. So what happens here, like Krishna, he covers himself with delight. Some people, they just say that God is delight. Why? Because Krishna's effulgence is so big for them that they cannot see the real form of delight of the Krishna. But for devotee, what Krishna does, he reduces the light, and so that devotees can see the form of their beloved Lord Krishna. So that's why they were praying to Lord that, oh my Lord, please remove that covering. Like sun is covered by the covered by the cloud, so like that devotees are covered by Yogamaya potency. Even in Vrindavan, like can you see the screen?
Yes, Mataji, we can see the screen.
What you are saying?
Chaitanya Bhagavat text 234.
Okay, no. Yeah, No. Now you can see.
Yes, universal form, right, Mataji?
Yeah, universal form. So in Vrindavan, all the devotees, they were covered by the Yoga Maya potency. Even Yashoda Mai, she was the mother of Krishna. If she knows that my Lord is the supreme person, my Lala is the supreme personality of Godhead, she would not be able to do all these things what she was doing with him. So one day what happened, Krishna ate the dirt, and all the boys, they came to know Krishna ate the dirt, and Balaram came to Yashoda Mai complaining, oh, Krishna ate the dirt, Krishna ate dirt. So everybody get together, and there Yashoda Mai was asking Krishna, Lala, did you eat dirt? And he was not saying anything, just nodding his head and So she said, open your mouth, open your mouth. And as soon as he opens mouth, she saw the entire universe in his mouth, and even she saw herself in his mouth. So like that, and she saw all that, and she said, what is this? What happened to my Lala? And then she fainted. And as soon as she, woke up, she forgot everything what she has seen or something, because of the Yogamaya potency. They were able to do all these things, whatever Krishna wants to do with them. And that's the thing. So we'll go next verse. Text 234. हेना से औद्धत्य प्रभु करे न कौतुके ते मत उद्धट आर नाही नवद्वीपे. Even the arrogance that was sporting displayed by Nimai was unmatched throughout the Navadvip. So today's all the verses, they are teaching us how the Lord is supreme in every way. Means nobody can beat him in anything. So in Krishna Lila, he was doing so naughty things that nobody can even think about that, going to the gopis' houses and stealing butter and stealing their clothes when they were taking bath, and breaking the pots of gopis when they go to Yamuna and they fetch the water, and Krishna will come and he throw the stone at their pots, and the pot is broken and they get wet. So like that, he was naughty things he was doing. So same way in Navadvip, so he was doing like naughty things, and that is called Uddat. So doing Uddat things means Audatya they call. So that in Marathi also we call it Uddat. Means when I was little, my grandmother used to say some little boys, they come and can sit properly. My grandmother used to say, sit properly. They say, no, I am not gonna sit. Like that, one boy will say, I will stand here. Like that, it's called Uddat. So like that, Nimai was doing, and who can beat him in that? He is the supreme God. So in that also, he is doing the supreme. So everybody know who is Nimai. Nimai is doing all the Uddat things in all over the Navadvip. That's what they think. So I will read the next verses all together. Yakanaye रूप लीला करे न ईश्वर से ही सर्वश्रेष्ठ तार नाही का सोशर. युद्ध लीला प्रति इच्छा उपजय खानाई अस्त्र शिक्षा वीर आरना. थकेते मन कामलीला करीते यकन इच्छाय लक्ष बुद्ध विनीता से करे न विजय दाना विलासिते से यकना इच्छाय प्रजार घरे ते नया निधि कोटिमय इमाना उद्धट गौर सुंदर एकाने येई प्रभु विरक्त धर्म लाई वायम कने से विरक्ति भक्ति करना कथाक्ति त्रिभुवाने अन्य की संभवेत तहा क्या वाक्य सर्वजाने. The pastimes enjoyed by the Lord are supreme in all respects. Whenever the Lord desires to fight, he becomes the topmost hero, and no one can surpass his prowess with weapons. Whenever the Lord desires to enjoy conjugal pastimes, he manifests millions of beautiful women. Whenever the Lord desires to enjoy opulence, he feeds his servants' home with millions of oceans of wealth. In this way, the arrogant nature now manifest by the Lord immediately vanished when he accepted the path of renunciation. At that time, not even a fragment of the renunciation and devotion that he manifests could be found throughout the three worlds. In this, is this possible for anyone else? So Sri Gaurasundara, who is the source of all incarnation, who performs pastimes out of his own sweet will, and who is the reservoir of transcendental pastimes, personally fought with the demons Madhu and Kaitaba in his incarnation as higher Shirsha. So, yeah. So, can you see the screen? Yeah. So, Madhu and Kaitaba, they were the demons who stole the Vedas, and Krishna took the form of Haigriva and rescued the Vedas from him and gave it to Brahmaji as he was asking for that. So in Srimad Bhagavatam, Prahlad Maharaj is saying, "My dear Lord, when you appeared as Haigriva with the head of a horse, you killed two demons known as Madhu and Kaitaba, who were full of the modes of passion and ignorance. Then you delivered the Vedic knowledge to the Lord Brahma. For this reason, all the great saints accept your forms as transcendental, untinged by material qualities." And that's the Lord. So whenever a Lord it does, it's all supreme. So next, he says, the next is the demon Hiranyaksha as Varaha. So when Varahadev appeared for the because Hiranyaksha, he took the Mother Earth and put in the under the Patala Loka. There are 7 types of Patala, like Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Tala, Mahatala, Talatala, Rasatala. and Patala. So he put the earth under the Patala, and that's why Lord Varaha appeared to rescue the earth. So he picked up the earth, and then he fought with demon Hiranyaksha. So for demon Hiranyaksha, he was fighting like anything, and all the demigods and rishis, they were watching the fight from the sky, and they were so big, and Lord Buddha was, we can imagine, he lifted the earth in his tusk, and Hiranyaksha was also very big, and they were fighting like anything, as they were fighting with their maces, and when the demon came, and he threw his mace towards the Lord, and Lord's mace fell down, and the gods and rishis, they were saying, "Oh Krishna, what will happen?" They were in anxiety, but this demon, he followed the laws of the fighting, and he waited and to take the mace again, and then he fought. Then Lord threw away his mace, and then he took the trident, and then Lord took the Sudarshan chakra and chopped up his trident and killed him. So this was like, big fight going on, and this was the Lord's, Lord wanted to fight with someone. That's why Jai Vijaya, they took the form of Hiranya and Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha. So next is it says in that next is the demon Hiranyakashipu as the Narsingadev. So for Narsingadev, I have picture of Narsingadev also. So what happened that Hiranyakashipu was doing lot of austerity and penances, like years and years. He became like a skeleton standing on one foot for a long time, and finally Lord Brahma appeared, and Lord Brahma gave him his body back, and he was asking, what is the boon you want? And then he was asking, I should not die in the day, I should not die in the night, I should not die inside the house, I should not die outside the house, I should not die with any weapons, I should not die with any mantras or something, and I should not die with any creature, like animal or human being. So like that he asked. So he thought he is very clever, and he can escape from Lord Krishna. But Lord is so brilliant. He took the form of Narsingadev and he rescued Prahlad Maharaja. So he was not inside the house, and outside the house he killed him on the doorstep, and he was not in the day and not in the night, he killed in the evening, and he was not with any weapon, so he killed with him with his nails. So everything is like extreme in Lord's, whatever Lord wants is like a supreme. Nobody can do this. Nobody can take the form of Narsingadev and kill someone with his nails like that. So next is then is the demon headed by Ravana in his incarnation of Ramachandra. So Lord Ramachandra yeah. So Ravana was doing Ravana was also doing lot of tapasya and penances and standing on one foot and with his 10 heads and 20 arms, and he was doing so much austerity, and Lord Brahma came, and Lord Brahma came to give him boon, and he was asking, I should not die with any demigods or demons. And he was taking name of the all powerful things like demons or demigods or so many. But he forgot to mention the human beings. So Lord is so brilliant. He took the form of human being as Lord Ram, and he fought with him with the bows and arrows, and he showed the skills of his bow and arrow, and also in the form of Ram Chandra, also he showed the renunciation. When Mother Kaikai asked him to go for exile for 14 years, he did not say no to that. Even though next day he was about to get Rajabhishek and get the kingdom, he was about to become a king. And instead of that, he has to go to forest and wander in the forest for 14 years. But he did not say a word, and he immediately changed his clothes and wear the forest clothes, and he went for the 14 years. So that is the renunciation Lord has. So Lord has the 6 opulences, and each and every incarnation has the different opulences they are showing. So next is the in the conjugal pastimes, he's as Krishna, the source of all incarnation, he engages in the rasa dance with innumerable cowherd damsels. Yet in the houses of his subjects, he displays effulgent pastimes of Supreme Lord of full opulences. So for that I have some more pictures. I think I messed up. Sorry. I have the picture for Rasa dance also. Okay. There. So for the gopis, for doing rasa dance, Krishna has manifested so many forms. Means or how many gopis were there, that many Krishna was there. That was his opulence. And also he created so many girlfriends, so many girls, cowherd girls. They were coming for, even though they were busy in doing their works when they were in Vrindavan, the young girls, they hear the flute song of Krishna, and they by hearing that, which arouses the romantic feelings in their minds, and their minds were captivated by the Lord. Even they went to where and they were like running towards Krishna where he is, and even though they were, some gopis were milking their cows, some gopis were they some were feeding their infant babies, and some were milk is the, some were putting, my milk was on the stove, and somewhere the cake was inside the oven. So like that, but and some of them were getting dressed, and some were they're washing clothes, and some were even doing personal service to their husbands, but they all gave up everything, and as soon as they hear the flute of Krishna, they run towards Krishna, even though their husbands, father, brothers, or other relatives, they try to stop them, but Krishna has already stolen their hearts, and they just run towards Krishna with the flute sound to play the rasa dance. And that's how the when
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Some devotees are complaining there is very big sound, background noise, like a whistle or something like that. A big sound is coming, but the class is very clear, Mataji. Your volume is very clear.
Okay. Let me do something for that. Yeah. One minute, Mataji. Yeah, maybe now it will stop. Is it still coming, Mataji?
Now gone, Mataji.
Now it's gone. Okay. So yeah. So here says Kamalila karite yakhana ichahaya lakshara buddha vinita se karena vijayam. So means he created so many gopis so that he can have the rasa dance with them. So that's how Krishna is. Whatever he has in the extreme way, not just little, extreme. Nobody can either do like him, nobody can do greater than him. Dhana vilasite se yakhana ichahaya prajara garite haya niti koti maya. So here he is saying that when Krishna wants the opulent worship for him, he fills the houses of his devotees with the millions of oceans of wealth. So here is the example is the queens of Dwarka. Each and every queen was having the opulent house and opulent everything so that they can serve Krishna very opulently. And also Srila Prabhupada, he once he decided to have the temples, Krishna fulfilled his desire, and everywhere now you see the ISKCON temples are in all over India, not just India, all over the world. So everywhere when we go hear from people, they say, oh, ISKCON is very rich, means ISKCON devotees, they want to worship Krishna. That's why Krishna is giving the opulence, and everywhere in the temples, the worship is so opulent. Emana uddata gaura sundara ekhane yehi prabhu virakta dharma laibe yakane. You can see my screen, right? Yeah.
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah. Okay. So here saying like Sri Gaurasundar, who enacted such wonderfully variegated pastimes, is also most expert in displaying various arrogant and mischievous pastimes that we saw in previous classes. How mischievous Lord Gaurasundar was in his teenage years, like. Moreover, when Gaurasundar later manifests the pastimes of accepting sannyas order of life, then his detachment for topics not related with the Lord, his direct experience of the Supreme Lord, and his attachment for the service of the Lord will be the ideal example for those desirous of serving the Lord. See, Lord Chaitanya himself came as the devotee, and he came to teach us how the devotee should be. Even a particle of renunciation and devotion exhibited by Gaurasundar is rarely found within the three worlds. Everyone knows that each such an ideal attitude of service to Krishna will not be found within the three worlds. So the naughty things he was doing, that one also not found in three worlds, and whatever the renunciation he had, that one also not found in three worlds. Gaurasundara, the source of all incarnations, did not exhibit any pastime of learning how to fight with weapons. See, all the pastimes we saw now in the Varaha Avtara, in the Narsingha Avatar, in the Rama Avatar, he was fighting with weapons. And Krishna, when Krishna came, he was accepting millions of girlfriends and enjoying the opulence. But in his pastime as Gaura, rather such pastimes were displayed in his various other incarnations. So he is not doing anything which he has done in his past incarnations. Although he is the source of all incarnation, in this incarnation he displayed only pastimes of magnanimity. He did not exhibit any conjugal pastimes in the course of his magnanimous Gaura pastimes. In order to disgrace him before the eyes of ordinary person, those who belong to apasampradayas like the Gauranagaris attribute deviation in proper behavior to the Lord's pure character, which is exemplary for everyone, but it should be known that their mentality is a source of offenses. So some people in I don't know where they are, but they are called Gauranagaris, and what they think that Krishna is the enjoyer and we are like a gopis. So Krishna will enjoy with us. And in Chaitanya's Charitamrita, it said that whenever somebody calls Lord Chaitanya as a supreme personality of Godhead, he will just close his ears that, oh, no, I am not. I am just a devotee of Krishna. And we saw in Chaitanya Leela Antelila, he was completely attached to Krishna, and he was doing just the devotional service, nothing else. He has renounced everything. He has renounced his when he took sannyas, he renounced his house, wealth, and beautiful wife, and everything. Um, and finally, he renounced his devotees when he was going to South India Yatra. He even renounced his devotees. Everybody was saying to Lord Chaitanya that I want to come with you, I want to come with you. So for Lord Nityananda, Lord Nityananda was saying, I want to come with you. And for Lord Chaitanya said, I am simply a dancer. You are the wire puller. After accepting sannyas, I decided to go to Vrindavan. But you took me to the house of Advaita Acharya. And on the way to Puri, you broke my sannyasa danda. I know that all of you have great affection for me, but such things disturb my activities. So he was so focused on his preaching, that's why he didn't even want to take Lord Nityananda with him. And actually, he was saying why they should not come with him, but it was like, glorification of each and every one. Jagdananda. Was saying that I want to come with you, but Lord Chaitanya said, you want me to enjoy bodily sense gratification, and out of fear I do whatever you say. And if I sometimes do something against your desire, you will out of anger you will not talk to me like 3 days. And Damodar was saying, I want to come with you. And he is saying, you educate me keeping a stick in your hand, and although you are a brahmachari, I am a sannyasi. According to you, I am still a neophyte in social etiquette. Therefore, you do not like my independent nature. So he was like you are trying to teach me. So like that, that's why he didn't take Damodar also. And so like that, he was saying to each and everybody. And finally, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, he was saying, oh, it's like, the if it is okay if my son dies, or if okay if my some I fell on me, and but it's not okay the separation from you. And when while leaving, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya embraced Lord Chaitanya. They both embraced each other, and Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya fell down. But Lord Chaitanya did not even look at him and did not go back to him. He headed towards Alarnath for his South India Yatra. That way, he renounced his associates also. Also, he wanted to go to, after taking sannyas, he wanted to stay in Vrindavan. The purpose of taking sannyas is like, I want to take sannyas and go to Vrindavan. But after taking sannyas, he did not. He went to Vrindavan and he came back and he stayed in Jagannath Puri. Why? Because his mother ordered him to stay in Jagannath Puri. Jagannath Puri is like close to Navadvip, and people come and go from Navadvip to Jagannath Puri, and they will tell about how the how Lord Chaitanya is, how Gauranga is, and he will tell her, and that way she feels better, and that's why she wanted him to stay in Jagannath Puri. So even though Lord wanted to stay in Vrindavan, he stayed in Jagannath Puri his whole life. So that is the way his renunciation is. He renounced everything, and he was so much focused in service to Krishna. So we'll read our last verse. यही मत ईश्वरेश सर्वश्रेष्ठ कर्म सबे सेवकेर हरे से तहना धर्म. The activities of the Lord are supreme in all respects, but it is his nature to accept defeat at the hands of his devotees. The activities of the Supreme Lord, the activities of the Supreme Controller, Ishwarera Karma, are always superior to the activities of the control. The former are transcendental and incomparable, and therefore matchless, eternal and relishable, which while the later are mundane or worldly, complete, abominable and temporary. So the Krishna is like, he can defeat anybody, but he gets defeated by his devotee. And the example is the Gopa boys when Krishna killed Kamsa, and before that, they killed Krishna Balaram, they killed the elephant, and then the wrestlers came and they challenged them, Krishna and Balaram, and they defeated all the wrestlers, and then finally Krishna killed Kamsa, and all the Gopa boys like, hey, we won, and they came running in the wrestling arena, and some Gopa boys, they were saying to Krishna, oh Krishna, I know you are good at killing demons, but what about the wrestlers? I am the better wrestler than you. Let's have a match. And like one Gopa boy, he challenged Krishna, and they were having the match right there in the arena, and Krishna got defeated. Why? Because they were all the Gopa boys and playing with him with love. So that's why. And another example is like Bhishma Dev. He was means Krishna took the vow not picking any weapons throughout the battle, but Bhishma, what he did, he took the 5 arrows and gave it to Duryodhana, that with these 5 arrows I am going to kill Pandavas tomorrow. And with the trick, Krishna told to Arjuna, and Arjuna with he talked with Duryodhana and took away all the 5 arrows, and Bhishma, they understood this is Krishna, nobody else. And next day he fought with Arjuna like anything, as if he is going to kill Arjuna. And Lord was, so he didn't want to see that, and he just jumped out of the chariot, and he took up the chariot wheel and threw at the Bhishma. And see, Arjuna wanted to stop him. Oh my Lord, what are you doing? You have taken vow that that you are not going to take any weapon. But the vow Bhishma was taken was like, I will make you take the weapon. And to fulfill his vow, Krishna broke his own vow. And that's how Lord, get defeated by his own devotees. So let's read further. But since the characteristic of those who are controlled by love of God are even more relishable than those of the controller, their characteristics are capable of defeating those of the controller. In the Padma Purana, it says, Aparadha अपराधानां सर्वेषां ईश्वर अपराधानां परं तस्मात् परतरं देवीं तदीयाना परस्परम्. All of all types of worship of Lord Vishnu is best and better than the worship of Lord Vishnu is the worship of his devotees, the Vaishnava. And to teach the worship of Vaishnava, Krishna himself came in the form of Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu, and he was out of 6 opulences. He was having the opulence of renunciation. So how devotees should be renounced from everything, and how they were dedicated to their worship to their Lord and worship to their devotees and service to their devotees. That's what Lord Chaitanya is teaching us. So thank you very much for giving me the opportunity, and please forgive me if I made any mistake, and please correct me, and please do add some points in there. Thank you. Shri Caitanya Bhagavat ki jai. Shri Vrindavan Das Thakur ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. All devotees ki jai.
Hare Krishna, Shyama Gauri Mataji. Thank you so much for such a sweet class. I really love the way you covered all the pastimes, the slides, and your beautiful realizations. Thank you so much. It was very, very enlivening. And some points you were getting so involved in the pastime. It was so nice to watch you narrate the pastimes. Mataji, thank you so much.
Thank you, Mataji. It's all because of you. All inspiration from you, Mataji. Thank you so much.
Mataji, sorry, first half I didn't listen because I was on work. So I but catch it up, I promise. But thank you so much. Just wanted to thank you.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Shyama Gauri Mataji, for such a beautiful class. You brought up the pictures for us to make sure that we are in the Leela. By seeing that picture, wow, we can remember all the past time. And the way you are reciting the verses, it was so nice, Mataji. Thank you so much. How you are saying about being naughty or a little bit of stubborn kid, like, I won't want to get up from here. The expression was very, very nice. And who can be more than Krishna, right? Krishna is a cheater among all the cheater, and he is naughty among all the naughty. He can be best anywhere. If you want to cheat him also, like how he cheated, like Hiranyakashipu, right? He wanted to get saved, but then he cheated. He came half man and half lion, and he cheated, right? It's so beautiful, Mataji. Each and every pastime was very nice to understand the verse. And with the pictures, I could connect to the pastime. Thank you, Mataji. Very beautiful class. I open the forum for question and answers. Please raise your hand if you have any questions, realizations. And I see one chat message here. Kitida Mataji had to leave. So she said, nice class, dear Shyama Gauri Mataji. Sorry, I have to leave now. Thank you so much for coming on the call as a speaker. So Kitida Mataji had to leave, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Danvat Pranams. Beautiful class, Mataji, with so many pastimes you shared. And so it was very nice to listen after a long time. Your beautiful class, Mataji. Please give your association more often.
Thank you, Mataji, for inspiring me.
You're so inspirational, Mataji. I mean, the way you cook and serve devotees and do your seva with so much love and, absolutely zero attitude. It's just so inspiring to me, Mataji. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mataji.
Krishna, is there anybody having any more realizations? Chinmayi Mataji is saying very beautiful class. So many pastimes. Thank you, Chinmayi Mataji, for helping Shyama Gauri Mataji also.
Yeah. Chinmayi Mataji helped me a lot. Thank you, Chinmayi Mataji.
Thank you, Chinmayi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. I did nothing, Mataji. It was a beautiful class. I generally don't speak in this forum, so I typed the message. It was all yours, Mataji. I didn't do anything. Thank you so much, Mataji. Beautiful class.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, HG Shyama Gauri Gopi, Koti Koti Dandavat Pranam, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev ki jai, Shri Radha Gopinath ki jai. So nicely narrating the pastime, Mataji. We are not qualified to enter in the Leela, but we can visualize. हम देख सकते थे माताजी जो आप लीला बता रहे थे, आप दशावतार के सब श्री लॉर्ड कृष्णा की लीला एक्सप्लेन करते थे, फिर वो भी आप दर्शन के साथ कर रहे थे. Versus you narrating so nicely and explanation is so, Mataji, it's touched to heart. Give your association and blessing every time, Mataji. All the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev and Shri Radha Gopinath, our Acharya Grand Six Goswami, we can speak little about Shri Bhagavatam or Shri Chaitanya Charanamrita, Shri Bhagavatam, Shri Chaitanya Bhagavatam. So nicely narrating, Mataji. Koti Koti Dandavat Pranam to your seva. Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev ki jai, Gopinath ki jai. Hari Hari Gauranga. Thank you very much for your association and blessing.
Koti Koti Dandavat Pranam to you, Mataji. You always give nice, realization you tell, and you encourage all the speakers. Thank you so much. You are such a good listener. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Shyama Gauri Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada Gurudev, all glories to your wonderful class, Mataji. So nice to hear from you, Mataji. And I haven't been regular, but yeah, today I happened to be cooking, so I had the time to listen. So thank you so much. And as Sukhasagari Mataji was saying that with no attitude, I really want to learn that with no attitude. I do little service and I have so much of attitude. You do so much and with zero attitude. I really want to meet you in person and learn that from you. Till then, please pray for me, Mataji, and thank you so much for your association. Please accept my humble obeisances all once again, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you. And I want to read some chat messages. Raj Prabhu is saying, beautiful class, Mataji. Thank you so much for giving us Bhakti Sangha. Yes, Mataji, thank you so much for all the services you do for Bhakti Sangha. I want to hear from you, Srimad Bhagavatam class. Please consider it and make my dream come true, Mataji. And Lalitangi Mataji is saying, wonderful class with so many pastimes. Thank you, Lalitangi Mataji, for every day joining and giving your association.
Thank you, Lalitangi Mataji. You are a great inspiration for me. You are my guru, actually.
And 1 second, Mataji. Koti Koti Dandavat Pranam. So we are cooking seva, Mataji. I have seen in Dallas temple, Sri Radha Kalachand in Atlanta temple, HG Radha Bhakti Vikas Maharaj. So sincerely, you and Prabhuji are making patata vada, srikhand, and pickles. And I have seen in a kids class also. And in the Texas, there is a Pandav Seva that 5 to 15 years or maybe 10 to 17 years kids Seva also. I have seen cooking, Mataji.
Oh, Mataji, I didn't cook there, right? I was cooking in Atlanta, but I was not in Pandav Seva or I was not in Dallas, Mataji.
Texas, I have seen one time, Mataji. Maybe it's my mistake or another temple, but
yeah.
Mataji, Hari Hari Gauranga, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev ki jai, Gopinath ki jai.
Hare Krishna.
And Neetu Mataji is saying, very beautiful class, Mataji. And Revati Mataji is saying, thank you so much for wonderful class. Thank you, Revati Mataji, for joining us. Megha Mataji is saying, Hare Krishna Mataji, what a wonderful class. I loved your realization and your pictures. It really took us into the past times. Thank you. Please give more association. Yes, we want more classes, as Mataji said. Shivani Mataji, Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you so much for such a beautiful class, and thank you for your wonderful association. And Shiromani Nandarani Mataji, thank you so much for beautiful class. Hari Bol. Paneshwari Lakshmi Mataji, sweet class. Hare Krishna. Beautiful class, dear Mataji. Sukasagari Mataji. One question. Oh, Raj Prabhu is asking question. What is that? One question. Where is this password came from? Usually it is 108. Yeah, I will talk to you, Prabhuji. Okay. Hare Krishna, Harita Mataji. Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances. Very nice class. Got to listen most of the pastimes of various avatars of Lord Krishna. Hari Bol, we need to learn your simplicity and down-to-earth attitude. Hari Bol, Mataji, very nice realizations. Jyoti Mataji is saying, Dandavat Pranam. Amrita, okay, Flavier Mataji, Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you so much. The session was helpful and informative.
Yeah, thank you, Flavier Mataji. That was nice meeting with you in Atlanta.
Yeah, Mataji, Jyoti Mataji is asking, can you please share your struggles in Krishna consciousness?
Oh, Mataji. No. Everybody has a struggle, Mataji, not just me. Everybody has it. Nothing great about me, Mataji. I am so lazy and, not, studying and like that. I'm not so scholarly. That's the thing, Mataji. But I need blessings and I need to do a lot. It's a long way to go for me.
Mataji, you are so humble, Mataji. You do a lot, you read a lot. All the reading calls, wherever it is going, Shyama Gauri Mataji will be there over there for reading. And it's very nice, Mataji. You do a lot of services, but still you say you don't do anything. It's your humble, Mataji. Your humbleness is very high. Hope I will learn from you, Mataji. Hare Krishna, is there anybody having any more realizations, questions? You can unmute and ask. Jyoti Mataji, go ahead, Mataji.
Started. So, is available from there? How can you arrange so that the local Maharashtrian people can understand? Because the way in which Prabhuji is giving the teachings, it's quite fast. So I'm requesting if any recordings are there.
Yeah. So Mataji, I didn't understand the first part of your question. It's like your voice was breaking.
I'm saying you have started Marathi channel, right?
It's not channel. It's just
the Bhagavad Gita.
Yeah, Bhagavad Gita class.
So that is quite fast for my mother and few of the association who are not that scholar.
Did you find that is it fast? It is going fast.
It is little fast, yes.
Okay.
So just slow, or if you can arrange one class in 15 days for them, they'll be comfortable to us.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that, Mataji. We'll talk offline. Okay.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, we'll close now, Mataji.
Yeah, Mataji, Padma Mataji is saying very beautiful class. She joined little late because she has work, but she says that beautiful pastimes and with pictures, it was so nice. Yeah, and inspiring. Harita Mataji is saying, and Flavier Mataji is saying, nice to see you, and you are an inspiration and wonderful example for all of us. Again, excellent session. Yeah. Yeah, please come again, Mataji. We would like to hear more and more from you. Either it is Caitanya Bhgavata or Srimad Bhagavatam. We are ready to hear from you, Mataji. We will be eagerly waiting to see you again. Thank you so much for your valuable time and association. I'd like to close the call here by offering Dandavats to Shyama Gauri Mataji and all the assembled on the call, all the devotees assembled on the call. Vancha kalpatarobhyasya kripasinduvyam namo namo Ananta Koti Vaishnava Jai Prabhupada ki Jai. Agre Shyama Gauri Mataji ki Jai.
All devotees ki jai.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you so much for such a wonderful class, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, everyone. Shiromani Nandinani Mataji, can I get your phone number? I was been trying for your phone number.